Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're doing alright. Yo, check this out real quick. On Friday, there's another D-Clone spawn. My prayers have been heard. So we'll have another Annie and don't have to swap between characters all the time. Insane. The bad news is it's most likely on Asia, on the Asia server, so will be ping of death. As much as I like seeing 15 gore bellies destroy D-Clone, will be a little bit risky with a crazy ping on the 1400 HP Necromancer. Therefore, I built up an insane Frenzy Barb. Well, yeah, as of now, it's a Frenzy Barb. And we are gonna roll some rune words. I'm freshly respec into this. I have some points remaining because I want to know about your opinion, how you would spec this build. But yeah, let's check out the gear first. So I have Grief plus whatever, right? I'm gonna make a Lawbringer here. Lem Ko. Is it really Lem Ko? Yes, it is. So we're gonna make a Lawbringer. Godly aura. Look at this. Style points. Insane, insane style points. And yeah, there's a 20% chance. That's a lot. 20 is a lot. To cast at level 15 Decrepify. Oh my god. He will be so slowed. Absolute anti-declone build. In combination with this piece of shit here. 50 open wounds. Slows target by 50. Plus this Decrepify. So if those two things proc, yeah, countering the bad ping, you know what I mean? So he will barely able to be hit. He will be barely able to hit me in the first place, this D-Clone on Friday. And with this, has additional slows target by 20. I'm not sure if this adds up. I can always swap this to, I don't know, some lively chime. He will rip most likely. He will probably rip on, unless I feed him potions. And so that's the gear as of right now, right? So Grief, Lawbringer, G-Phase, Angelic Ring and Amulet for insane attack rating. A little bit boost to life is nice. Goblin Toe because of Crushing Blow as well. I hooked this godly String of Ears belt. 8 Lifestone Pit, 15 DR. It's a max roll on those two stats. And I have Ravenfrost for Cannot Be Frozen, even better for attack rating. Flat added cold damage, all the good stuff. 350 damage to demons. This has damage to demons or based on character level. So those are the offensive stats right now. 500 damage to demons, 60 crushing blow. But I'm also, I mean I have prevent monster heal. There should be enough, but I want the stat open wounds as well, right? So how can I get open wounds like a cheap way? Of course, there would be Dracous and Gore Rider. It's a little bit expensive as of right now. I'm running dry on currency here. I'm not going to lie. I invested a little bit in order to trade for the base. So there's an armor called Duress, and the Duress armor is absolutely insane. It's like a mini Fortitude almost. If you combine all the offensive stats on there, it has 10 to 20% enhanced damage. Let's hope for a 20% roll. It's a massive amount of almost 100, more than 100 cold damage. Crushing Blow, most importantly, 33% open wounds, so this will be my source of open wounds. It's Shael Tool. Gives good defense as well. Rolls between 150 and 200% defense. This is not the very best armor base. I mean, I like the Arcane Plate, but this is more like a mid-roll in terms of defense. This can have more than 500 defense. But I guess it doesn't make or break the build, right? It will be alright. Will be alright. Come on, good roll. 18% enhanced damage. That's alright. The defense roll is toast, but it's okay. It's mainly my source for chance to open wounds. So I think I have an insane setup right now for Friday. Also, my mercenary has a treasury. So I will proc fate, of course, and then swap back. Yes, you will. I also have some stat points remaining, just in case, yeah, The any on Friday gives me like 10 attributes only. And also the set bonus here gives 10 dex. So yeah, therefore I have those points remaining. Yeah, insane specs. So and as of right now, speaking about the skill tree here, as of right now, it's just a Frenzy Barb. It's just a classic Frenzy Barb. So that's my skill tree as of now. Maxed out Frenzy. I have still 1 point in the Berserk. It's just nice to one-shot the Fizz immune real quick. Look at the sparkles. Nice, I love this aura, man. Also has Slain Monsters Rest in Peace, so I will be farming Destruction Keys from Leader Tuck with this as well. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I have a total of 21 points remaining right now. Maxed out Frenzy, 1 point into Berserk, 20 Blade Mastery, 1 into those. Like the res will be really, really good with Fate proc, so should be plenty. And I maxed out the Battle Order. That's the skill tree as of now. So, my question for the viewers is, what would you do? Because there are several ways to go about it, right? I could just put those 20 points into a Frenzy Synergy. Double Swing, that's cool. So stack up Frenzy and then chop with Double Swing, that's a cool build. Fun build, but very, very single target heavy, you know? I will be progressing through the Hellmouth campaign and also want to farm a little bit on this Barb. So either those 20 points into a Synergy, or, I mean, I cannot max it out right now, I need like 2 more level. Or I put those 20 points into Whirlwind. That's my Blade Storm build then. Frenzy, Whirlwind Hybrid. That's super, super fun. And adds at least a little bit of AoE, because it can get tedious. Only hitting every single monster. So that's cool as well. Or safety first. I just straight up max out natural resistance. Boom, there it is. I think I could even do Ubers with it then. Like the real Ubers. Maybe. If I shop a life tab wand, why not? So what should I do? Should I put those 20 points in the Whirlwind? Double Swing? What a Giga safe build? Natural resistance. That's the question. Yeah, I made this Lawbringer just for fun. Like, there are so many different item setups going with the Barb. While leveling and while farming, right? Of course, if I could press a button, this character would have Enigma, Dual Grief, a perfect roll Ariats, a perfect Torch, but I can't do that, right? Like, I'm actually playing and farming the build. This is my hardcore Barbarian in Season 12 right now. And yeah, there are different weapons that serve a different purpose. Really, really good damage is this Grief and my old Oat. That's actually insane. Also, when fighting through the campaign, let's say I want to do Anya quest and so on, and or go to Bale, Nasty Souls, I will have Grief and a lightsaber for straight up 25% lightning absorb. So there's a lot of stuff going on in terms of itemization for the Barbarian. That's why I like the class so much. Gatekeepers absolutely hate it. Dual Grief, Dual Grief. Yeah, give me a second Grief. I'm gonna equip it right now. But I'm actually playing the game, right? I cannot go to a China store and buy me another law. Well, I could, but I won't do that. It will absolutely destroy the fun. If I do that once, I will probably never ever be able to play D2 again. Like, everything needs to be farmed and at least like traded somewhat legitimately. Like tradery for me personally is already borderline. But the game is pretty much dead, especially on hardcore. It's not impossible, but it is difficult to only trade in-game. Here, nice Decrepify proc. Boom, get melted, physical immune. Also adds a ton of elemental damage. Fire and cold. You have more cold damage here. But I still want this one-pointed Berserk. Because I think in the last act I cannot break every Fizz immune. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. I also have an Atmas amulet. Which has an amp damage proc. But it's a very low proc chance. It might be probably only good against Bale or something. And also I'm losing the insane attack rating from this angelic combo. This adds a lot of attack rating. So right now my chance is 90%. Whoops. Let's not rip here. But yeah, it would drop down to like, I don't know, below 80. Like 75% hit chance or something. That's really, really bad then. Lol, it just melts those undead monsters. Those ghosts are undead because of the aura. Another slight problem is I don't have mana stone. I don't have mana stone per hit on my build right now. So maybe I go away from the jelly combo, equip a Crescent Moon which has dual leech. The lightsaber has mana leech. I also have a Manalt. There is ways to get, I also have probably a dual leech ring somewhere. And or I can gamble for one real quick with all the gold. But yeah, that's the build as of now. That's the build as of now, and also the build I will be using to fight this D-Clone on Friday. Which is probably, as I mentioned at the beginning, on the Asia server. Will be fun, not... Yeah, Lawbringer is just insane. Grief Lawbringer. I don't know if I played that before. Usually I just have the currency to make 2 Grief, or a Grief and a Death is a really nice combo. Oh, they are just one shot. Insane. I also have a little bit more points into strength. Because I was testing this Oath, the Ethereal Bedrock Blade. Yeah, right now it's like 50 strength too much, but it's okay. It adds damage to Frenzy. Some people even go, they don't go full HP. It's all personal preference. There is no right or wrong how to play a Barbarian. In my humble opinion. Nice, farming a few rejuves on the way. Let me move! Bonk! Oh, an it instead of an ist. I'm seeing this way too often. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. Absolutely insane. Frenzy Barb, my favorite build in the game. And now with a little bit of mid-budget dash scuffed setup because it's a hardcore barb. Like I had to work with what I was able to farm up. Like I found a lot of stuff in Trev. I hoarded a lot of these items in Trev. Yeah, insanely fun. But just Frenzy is a little bit lame. Just Frenzy is a little bit too much point-click adventure for me. So I'm thinking about maxing out the Whirlwind to have my Bladestorm build. Yeah, I'm interested what you think. And let's hope for a good Any roll. Let's hope for a godly Any on Friday.